Hey, welcome back to Tabletop Traveler. It's Joe again here, your host. It's 6 a.m. on a Thursday morning, and we're going to mix things up a little bit this time around. I'm getting ready to head down to Kentucky with my brother Mo and my friends Bill and Dave. This is going to be part of the WonderFest weekend. Details to follow. See you in a bit. So just making a quick stop. We're at the midway point now on our way to Kentucky. We are here in West Virginia. It's about noontime, and just getting some fuel. And it's been brought to my attention, apparently behind me. What's that sign say?
#1 cheesesteak in the world.
Well, how about that? Here we are, West Virginia, and they have the #1 cheesesteak in the world. So maybe Philly might have something to say about that. But you know what? Maybe I'll run in and grab one and tell you how it is in a bit. All right, well, as you can tell by the sign behind me, we have arrived in Kentucky. Taking a quick break here now. You guys are crazy. We got another 2-hour ride in front of us, and we'll be checking at the hotel. All right, it took us about 13 hours to get here, but we finally did arrive at the Crown Plaza Hotel for WonderFest 2016. And this is just to give you a view of our suite up here on the top floor, overlooking Louisville. Time now for us to get something to eat and drink, so we're here at the Blue Horse, located inside of the Crown Plaza Hotel. For appetizers tonight, looks like the guys are going with chicken quesadillas and buffalo dip. Is that what it is?
Yeah, buffalo chicken dip.
Buffalo chicken dip and chicken quesadillas.
With an incredibly hard cheese crust. Fuck you.
So now we're going on to our entree. What do you have, Mo?
A hot brown.
Which is?
Fruit.
This is what there was. That was their turkey or something?
Yeah. Turkey and a whole bunch of cheese.
Bacon top that. And Dave's going with the... That was the...
Black Roan and Jack, Monterey Jack.
The burger.
Chicken Caesar salad.
Way to go, Bill. And...
Thank you.
This one's the Southern Belle. It's a quarter-pound burger with pulled pork, fries, cheese sauce, and stuff like that. So what do you guys think? Thoughts on the food tonight? What did you get?
Halfway decent, but a little overpriced.
Yeah.
How's that any different than any hotel that you go to that has a restaurant?
It is not. No, but...
Yeah, price range wasn't, I guess what you kind of expect. I mean, $10 like ballpark appetizers, $15 sandwiches, but scale 1 to 5, I give it 3 myself.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I'm more like 2 for me.
2. So there you go. I got a 2, got a 3, got a 3. What do you think, Mo?
Yeah, give it a 4.
Give it a 4. All right, so there you got it then. Good morning. It's Friday and unofficially the first day of WonderFest. Not too much available to the public unless people paid for some of the advanced classes that you can take today. One of them being the sculpting class presented by Amazing Figure Modeler, which my brother and I are doing in just a little bit. So what you're going to see next is a couple of like a slideshow of some of the work in progress that I'll be doing throughout the day. All right, now that the sculpting class is over, it's time for dinner. So we're heading here to the Cardinal Hall of Fame Cafe.
I mean, I don't want to mix it up.
No, you're good. All right, so tonight for dinner we're going with, what do you having, Dave?
Chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders. And Mo is having the French dip. And Bill?
3 cheese pizza. I mean, 4 cheese pizza.
4 cheese pizza.
What's the nerd have?
The nerd, your host here. I'm just going with a classic Reuben tonight. So, yeah.
Bon appetit.
Okay, making our way back to the hotel. What do you guys think? Food? What do you give it? 1 to 5?
That's actually 4 out of 5.
I'll give it a 3.
Give it a 4? Dave gives it a 4. Bill, you give it a 3?
Yeah, I'll give it a 3.
Mo? 4? I give it a 4 also. This isn't the first. Oh, this isn't the first time we've been there. But clearly, it's the first time Dave's ever driven.
No, that's...
So,
Limousine.
no, like usually when we come down here for WonderFest, we make it a point to stop at the Cardinal Hall of Fame Cafe. It is pretty good food there, though. Friday night, getting ready to wrap things up with the first day of WonderFest. We just got back from a presentation for the Witch's Dungeon, celebrating their 50th anniversary. This is a classic horror movie museum located in Bristol, Connecticut. Included a slideshow, which was pretty cool. Plus, presentation itself was done by Cortland Hall, who is the owner and founder of the Witch's Dungeon. So if you're in that area and that's what you're into, then definitely I would suggest check it out.
Yep.
All right, we're just going to wrap up Friday night here at WonderFest in the tabletop traveler style. Yes, we did bring board games and card games with us, so we're going to end the night with the guys playing around of, what is it?
Exploding kittens.
Exploding Kittens.
I'm not doing anything.
Hey, good morning. It's Saturday, day 2 of WonderFest. There's a whole lot to see and do today, so thankfully I am armed with my 2016 pocket guide. Full calendar ahead of me, including certain demonstrations, seminars, that kind of thing, including a matinee presentation of Forbidden Planet, which is where I'm headed right now to Auditorium B to go check out. All right, so right now just taking a quick break back at the hotel room. Finished watching Forbidden Planet this morning and passed through both dealer rooms to get an idea of what merchandise is available this year. Of course, the main ones being the resin kits and model kits, but also things like T-shirts, posters, that kind of stuff. Anything, for the most part, it's all like sci-fi and horror related. And then also took a moment to pass through the contest room. Get an idea of the different entries that people are submitting for the contest this year. And aside from that, just kind of killing a little bit of time right now before the Mobius models presentation, which is going to basically highlight a lot of the kits that are coming out in the near future. So looking forward to that. Hey, good morning. It's Sunday, day 3 of WonderFest. Last night I was entirely too beat to try to do any kind of update, so I think we left off with the Mobius model presentation, and a couple pics there were included, some of the models coming up in the months and years ahead. what I'm most impressed with and looking forward to is the 1966 Batgirl. It's a 1/5 scale resin kit. It should be on the market in August. I'm looking forward to that. So from there, I headed over to another presentation called Show and Tell with John Eves, Eric Chu, and Ken Palco. These guys are some of the top in the field for sci-fi films and movies. They're pretty much famous for props, design, layout, graphics, that kind of thing. And as sort of a bonus, it was neat to see there was an update also for the Jerry Anderson Firestorm project. If you're familiar with the name Anderson at all, many years ago, these were shows like Thunderbirds, for example, which was done with the Super Mario Nation. So yeah, so thumbs up, really good to hear that there was a, again, just an update on Firestorm. So I'm looking forward to that. And then after that, I made my way over to the contest room where I help judge the Amazing Figure Model Contest each year. I gotta say, like, just really, really amazing work. So I give a thumbs up to everyone that entered a piece this year. Again, it's just amazing just to watch people, the work that they put into these pieces, and then year after year, how they just really just like up their game in general. Then after that, it was just a matter of closing out the evening. We went upstairs to one of the theaters and watched the early 80s film, Scared to Death, and that's how we wrapped up the evening. And just for today, 2 more seminars I want to go through. First one is Freakin' Amazing with Gigi Edgley, and then another one called Pull the String with Kirk Thatcher. And then after that is going to be the presentation, the award show part of it for the Amazing Model Contest. And following that, we usually just go grab a bite to eat for dinner. Not sure where we're going just yet, though, for that one. And then to wrap everything up, we will be heading back here to the hotel for their Sunday after hours activities to close out the event. It's at 7:30 tonight. It's the Forbidden Party, celebrating 60 years of the movie The Forbidden Planet. And happy birthday to Robbie the Robot.
Have I done any work with fairies and dragons? Only in my mind and my heart. Not yet, but I'm very envious of the Dragon Queen in Game of Thrones. I'm like, she's so pretty. And then I had these business meetings, right? And I had my 19-year-old cat, and he had to shave him because he can't look after himself very well now. And I said to my partner, I'm like, dude, I've got to meet 2 directors. I'll be back. You have to do the grooming responsibilities. He's like, okay, bud. And I was like, okay, good. So don't wash the cat, he'll die. He's too old, he's too weak. So, okay, babe. I said, you look at me in the eyes, you get that, he will die. And he's like, yeah. So I call halfway, I've met one director. I call halfway through, he's in the grooming truck. I can hear water, and I can hear the cat like screaming. I'm like, baby, you're washing the cat. He's like, just a little bit, babe. I'm like, get that. I was like, I totally missed my last meeting. I'm like, what? Drive, see the grooming truck, get into the grooming truck, and he shaved my cat into the shape of a dragon. Poor cat, he's so old, and his belly hangs down, and he meows like, meow, like he's got the most horrible meow, which I never knew. I thought he sounded like the angels singing, until my friends came over and they went, why is he making that noise? I'm like, that's him meowing. He's only got 1 tooth left, because he thinks he's a lion, and when he yawns, it's kind of just dangling in there. I'm like, all right, carry on. But every night he's the most bizarrest thing. And then, because I couldn't see anything, they're like, I'm moving the cast, and they're all a bit older than me as well. It's like being the new kid at school. I went to shake, and I'm totally grabbing onto all the wrong things and everyone, the director, the whatever. I look like I'm drunk, you know, walking on set like this, and they're like, okay, she's got the job. One. So, yes. So, Star Trek Continues is amazing. Vic is a beautiful guy. He's quite a well-known anime voice actor. And I met him on the convention circuit, which is why I love these conventions so much, because, as I said, you guys have been my saviour. The last 4 projects I've done, which have been amazing, have been from people that I've met, whether it be fans that have come up, or producers, or writers, or Vic. And we, at conventions, you know, we tell each other stories and stuff that's happened to us in our past. And when I was a kid, I had some pretty rough stuff that went down that's emulated in that story. And he said, I want you to be part of Star Trek Continues because we've got an amazing story and I think this would be amazing for you. And I was like, oh, Vic, I don't know. To be honest with you, it's a fan run thing, and I need to pay my bills, and I love you and I love your production, but I'm trying to keep it a certain caliber. And then I talked to him a lot about it. I watched a few of the episodes. I was like, you know what? This is beautiful, and the script was so beautiful. So I got on there. I got on the set, and I remember I was so embarrassed because that day I haven't had a pimple for like 10 years, and I wake up and I'm talking Mount Vesuvius on my face, and I'm like, what? Oh my God, how embarrassing, how embarrassing. And so, of course, being a girl, I hack away at it, and it goes triple the size. So then I meet Vic in the lobby, and he's like, he can't even hide the shot. He goes, what did you do to your face? And I was like, there's a pimple. Vic, can you shoot it from the other shot side? He's like, how old are you? Why have you got pimples? I said, I don't know, I think the nerves, the chocolate, maybe the McDonald's, I don't know. And he's like, okay. Everyone was being so then he decided to walk me through the whole set. And everyone was being totally polite, but also like, oh God, how are we going to hide that? And I'm like, hi, it's like oozing. And then by the time we went to dinner afterwards, because it's shot in King St George, it's in a tiny little town, you know, and we take over a restaurant every night. And the director was like, yeah, I couldn't wait to meet you, but I didn't realise you were bringing a friend to set. I was like, shut up, man. But it's a beautiful, beautiful story. I don't know how much I'm allowed to tell you, but it's online now, guys. These guys are amazing. I think they've done 3 Kickstarters all up.
SF and Fantasy Figures Silver, Michael Bedlin, Dr. Jones, Steve Caracato for Battlestar Galactica, Commander Kane Viper, Kenny Caruso for The Crow, Pat Bacon for Gelatina, Kathy Dowler for I Came Across Time for You, Rich Erickson for Plague Ogre, Kevin Fordyman for Barney the Steam Thing, Joe Furioso for After the Fall of Oz, Vince Hoffman for Millennium Falcon Landing and Rebel Blockade Runner, Matoba Kaibatsuyo, Rebel Blockade Runner, Matoba, I'm sorry, I said that already, I messed that up. It's Vince Hoffman, also for Rebel Blockade Runner, Matoba Kaibatsuyo for Jaws Robert Shaw, Stephen Kerr, Draco, Dennis Lang, Henry Fonda, Mr. Nobody, and Metula Mutants, Aaron Lance for Throthiel Moon Elf, Mary Miller for Calamara, and Cthulhu Priest, Norbert Osler for Terminator 2 Bust, Paul Rathford for Dagwood, Clifton Simmons for Battlestar Odysseus, Randy Van Dyke for Hello Girl, and Harold Wolf for Round 2 22-inch Evo. Those are silvers. Okay, gold winners in SF Fantasy Figures. Charles Haynes, Who's the Best Killer? Matt Kostick for Medusa and Hitchhiker Hottie. And Mark Dunbluk for Falstaff Firefly.
Dinner time at the Texas Roadhouse. Time to get our steak on. All right, so my brother and I are both going with the 20-ounce. Right, this is the bone-in ribeye. Bill's going up with the chicken fritters. And it's much bigger than it is in the picture. It's huge. Dave's going with the classic cheeseburger. Bacon cheeseburger. And yeah, so mine I'm just doing a little bit differently with the loaded potato and the mushrooms on top.
Stop me, let me know if you need anything, okay?
All right, here we are Monday morning, putting the wraps on WonderFest 2016. Thanks for joining us this weekend, and thanks for watching. If you like what you see and you want to stay updated on future episodes, make sure you subscribe. But in the meantime, van's packed, we're ready to go and take the trip home. So again, thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you later on. Ciao.